Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We have everything up and running again so we can actually drive and shift. Sorry about that on the last video. Today we're going to look at a truck that we've shown on this channel before, and that is the Mack B61/62 by Model Truck Games. It is a paid mod. And we also have a recently released trailer pack from Sergei Selonik. Sergei, if I pronounced your last name wrong, I apologize. This is also a paid truck mod, or a paid trailer mod. And the reason why I'm featuring both of these here is because they both feature matching skins from Richard Brown. Little side note, the skin for the truck for the Mack B61 is something that Richard Brown just released. It is completely free, and I'll have a link down below to his Facebook page where you can download it. The matching skins for the trailers comes with the purchase of the trailer pack, and the trailer has been recently updated as of May 22nd, so Wednesday. If you do already own this trailer and you got it and downloaded it prior to May 22nd, you do not have the update, so you will not see these skins. Go ahead and contact Sergei. I'll have a link again down below, and ask him for the update if he hasn't already reached out. I bought this through messaging him on Facebook, so he sent me, and I didn't even have to ask him, he just sent a new link to download the trailer, and it also has a new key. So make sure you contact him if you don't already have that. So you get the update for the trailer, and then you get which will have all the skins on it from Richard Brown, and then get the separate skin pack from Richard Brown on his Facebook page for the Mack B61, B62. That is what is going on today. Two parts. We're going to be doing this in two parts. We got a short drive here. We're loaded up in Scottsbluff in Nebraska, and we are at the Ashley Furniture, and we're going to make a run over to Colorado, Fort Collins, and drop off some household appliances at the Walmart Megastore. We're running 15,435 pounds of household appliances. Not a whole lot. That's okay. We're running a little bit of weaker engine. At the time, it would be updated, or kind of supersized, I guess. But it is a 350 horsepower Mack E6. This is from Steel Productions. It is a free mod. I'll have a link down below. And we are running a 9-speed. This is actually a Fury 6 transmission. It is a you got 3 lows, you got 6 highways, and then you got 6 reverse. It is a TM-309. It is free, and I'll have a link down below where you can download this from Fury 6. The initial gear on it, 25.21, so this thing creates a lot of torque. It's not meant for speed. And 3.55 is what I chose on the rears. You have like at least 15 different options for that. So I believe that's an intro of what we're doing with the truck, the trailer, the skins, the engine, the transmission, what we're carrying and everything. Let's go ahead and take the short drive, and then I will show you some of the different configurations for this Fruehauf Trailer Pack from Sergei Selonik. Let's go ahead and get going. Alright, so quick little go over on the shifting for this. With the splitter back, you're only going to use the splitter forward if you're going for the 6 reverse gears, but splitter back and range down, upper left is the first of the 3 gears. So 1 low, 2 low, bottom left, and mid top here is 3 low. After that, we go range up, go back to the top left, and we have 1 high, 2 high, 3 high, 4 high, 5 high, and 6 high. So 6 gears in the high, that's our highway gears. And if we want to get the reverse, we'll go range selector down, splitter forward, and then we've got 6 reverse gears in the same pattern that you had the high gears. So that's what's going on today. Get the track IR enabled one more time, and then we're just gonna start off in high. We got the splitter back. Let's go ahead and get the range selector up. We'll go for 1 high. Oh, we'll get the brake off too, and we'll get our 4-ways on. We can maybe, well, it's only 15,000 pounds. I don't know if we need to start off in a low. Absolutely no view. Hate when it does that. Guess we'll just manually do it. Such a cool truck and trailer, and I love the skins. The skins, oh, it's so great. So glad that Richard Brown put these skins together. It was mainly in anticipation for this trailer pack that was just released not too long ago from Sergei Selonik. But you can match this with the Mack R if you wanted to. I'm matching it with the B61/62 just because it's got that matching skin on it already. So pretty cool. And we're showing off a little bit more of Nebraska here in Scottsbluff. By the way, if you wanted to know, right across the way right there, I don't know what that, this is the, what is it, the Real Companies mod is being used. So those stacks over there with the W logo, that is one of the places in Scottsbluff where you can pick up and get that dynamic loading if you have like a grain trailer or anything like that, like the Pisters. I believe it's the Timpty allows it. I know there's another one that he has that does it, and then of course some of the Load King does it from if you have that DLC. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get going now. I've jabbered on long enough. I'm gonna go ahead and start it in low 3, get moving a little bit. Kind of hard to see that A pillar in the mirror. But once you get past that, you got pretty good visibility. No obstructions here on the right. Oh, let me turn this on so you guys can see what gear I'm in. And actually, I'm not even in a gear. Alright, so this is where we need to make the transition from 3 low, and we'll have to, since there's only 3 low gears, we'll have to go up. Oh, missed it. There is quite a bit of fall off. Okay, it's actually going in around 1,300. So we're out at 2,000. Yeah, there it is. It's back around 1,300 RPMs. Big fall off on this, which is pretty consistent with an E6. You also have the same type of result with the E6 from Slav Jerry, if any of you guys have that. So I really like the realism brought into this. Feels like we're coming up on the stop sign a little bit quicker, but that is not the case.
Turn left.
See if we can get a little flyby going on here.
Turn left.
Beautiful trailer. We'll see it throughout the drive. We'll go back down into 3 high or 3 low. Start out. Of course, you spawned out of nowhere, but you're gonna stop for me anyway because I went over the magic line, I guess. Ooh, still not liking that transition. I have to look at the tack a little bit closer.
Keep right, and then turn right.
I'll leave the windows down for just a little bit so we can hear this E6 going. And I'm going to attempt one more time to float from 3 low to 1 high. Let's see how it goes. Nope, it won't do it. It's so hard. It's so hard to float in the low gears. Nope, missed it in the second one too. I think I'm going too early. 15, 13, nope. Maybe I'm going a little bit too late. So far I've missed all of them. Absolutely all of them. Which blinker is on? Oh, I still got my four-ways on.
Straight.
Alright, let's get out. And while we're waiting here, we'll take another look at this truck and trailer. Pretty cool. I love this Mack. I ran this with a triplex 5.3 transmission back in the day, meaning like probably about a year ago or so. Let's go for the float again. Nope, not having it. I'm going to have to double clutch, I think. I'm going to see when I double clutch where it goes in. It's got to be a little bit quicker shift. There we go, we're at 4. It technically doesn't say 4 high because there's no 4 low. So you got 1 low, 2 low, 3 low, 1 high, 2 high, 3 high, and then 4, 5, 6. Technically. There we go. We got it down. It's got to be a little bit quicker. The Slav Jerry version has a little bit more fall off. This does too, but I was actually driving the Slav Jerry about a week ago, and so I'm kind of still on that. And I got to get back into the swing of things here. Seems like we're flying, but we're only doing 50. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Again, apologies for the last video when I had some issues and I couldn't get everything up and running. I ended up working out most of my issues. Let's get the windows up. Now you've heard her a little bit. There we go. Worked out a lot of my issues. I had to basically go back and reprogram all of my sticks, and I had to do it consequentially in every single profile that I went to. I just had to recalibrate everything and reassign them manually, like first, second, third, fourth, all those things. So that was kind of a pain, but I ended up having to close down the game, verify the files, something I did before, but I had to do all of those changes, and then I had to exit, reload it, verify the files, and only then could I get that functionality back. But now every time I go into a new profile, I still have to do that manual assignment for every one of my stick movements, which is kind of a pain. So we're still kind of working through some of the glitches. One glitch that I have not figured out, please tell me if you've experienced this before. You can view your profiles like in the folder structure. Click on the profiles and you'll see all of your profiles. What I currently have right now is 6 different profiles to select from in the game, and in the folder only 5. In fact, this profile I can select, and clearly I'm driving in it, but it is not visible for me to go in and change in the folder structure under profiles. It's like gone. So what happened was, I did say that I had a profile that somehow got duplicated, and the duplicate version of it was kind of crappy, and it had weird mods that I hadn't even put in it, but it was very clear what it was a duplicate of. And so what I did was, within the game, I deleted that one. Let's get on the Jake here. I deleted that one in the game, and it kept this one in the game, but it deleted that folder and this folder. So how many times have you guys run into that, where you actually can select a profile from within the game that you cannot access the folder of? According to the file structure, this profile doesn't exist. So that's a little weird. So unfortunately, this is also my twin stick profile, and if you guys know anything about setting up a twin stick profile, I change my control files from within the profiles folder, and that's how I go and get all of my different twin stick setups. Spicer 6.4, Spicer 4.4, Mack Triplex 15 speed. Now I can't choose them. I can drive this. I can drive in this profile, obviously, but I cannot make any adjustments to it. The only profile that I wanted to be able to adjust the controls file in was this twin stick profile, and now it's the only one that I can't actually access from the folder side of things. So if you just looked at the files, you'd think that I have 5 different profiles, but I can choose 6 of them. I can choose from 6 of them, including this one. So weird. Let me know if you guys have run into that and if there's any solution. But I cannot find any solution. And it's so weird because I deleted the duplicate version from within the game. That's why it kept this one. I didn't delete the folder. It decided to delete the folder for me. No idea what's going on there. But so we're coming up here. We've actually got quite a bit of speed going on. I mean, we have a light load that we're pulling with this 350 horsepower. We're getting up almost to 70 miles an hour, and we still have one more gear left. We're getting up there probably about 1,800, 1,900 RPMs. But if I shift, I think this thing's going to shift, especially going up this hill a little bit. I'm probably going to drop down to like 1,300 RPMs. Let's try it. Yeah, about 1,300 RPMs. It's alright. Still got a little bit of momentum, and we're straightening it out a little bit. Oh, speed limit just went down to 65, so now we're speeding a bit. Turn on that Jake.
Keep left.
Yeah, still running pretty good, 60 frames per second. Usually what's been happening to me, and I kind of can vouch for this from some other people that were saying it, especially in Nebraska, in the new cities, and sometimes in the California rework, as soon as you come up on a major city, your frames basically just plummet. You'd be lucky if you're running half of them. That's what happens to me. Every major city that I'm running through in Nebraska right now, like I'm on the road and I'm running into another city, then I have it right now set to 60 frames per second. That's my cap, and that's what I'm running. But if I run into a city, it drops to like anywhere between 24 to 30. And a couple people on Goggles 56's Discord mentioned that there's something that we can do in the config file, and a setting that you can do, and I'm going to try that. Have not had a chance to do it yet, but multiple people were able to confirm that by changing that the parameter on a certain line, they don't get a lot of the skips going into the new cities anymore. So we got about 50 minutes left. Not too shabby. Nice smooth drive. Kind of on a curve here. See if we can get a little bit of a look. I was running a mod called I think they're called Trilex wheels. They look very similar to the front tires on the truck, but I don't have that installed right now, so those wheels actually came with the B61/B62. But I'm going to see if I can get the Trilex going. They weren't working as of about a week ago, shortly after the game was updated. I'm going to try them again because I would love to put them on the trailer as well so that they're matching. Right now I basically just have some painted rims to make them kind of that color. Make them look a little bit older and used and worn. But that, I think, will definitely complete the package. I just love the view and everything on this B62. You get a lot of different options here. Some of the options are actually the different buttons that you see at the top of the dashboard, and some of the gauges down there by the shifter in the center. Those are actual add-ons. Or not add-ons, those are nodes. So you can choose to make those go away. You can do the dash, the wood a different color, the background dash a different color. Obviously very handy, especially for recording videos. I like to use these hood mirrors. That way I'm not twisting my head a whole lot and making you guys sick unnecessarily. Let's go for the switch. There we go. Into 6th gear. and we'll be up to 75, no problem. Granted, yes, we do have a light load.
Keep right and pin, exit right.
We do have a little bit of a light load, but it's only a 350 horsepower engine,
right.
And we're I'm not even like at the top, like struggling to get there. In fact, I had to let off a little bit just so that I can not overspeed. Oh, and we are already there. Get that Jake off.
Keep right and pin, turn right.
Do a zoom on this GPS.
Turn right.
As we're pulling into the Walmart Megastore right now. And just to give you an idea, the initial gear here, I'm going to do the low first. This is 25.21 to 1. I am in gear. You can see that. But that is crazy. Second's pretty gnarly too. I think it's around 16. We'll go to the one high. There we go. See, now that we've figured out the quicker shift, we can float those. It is a little bit more difficult in the lower gears, though, for sure. You got to be a little bit more exact. Find out what those shift points are and really watch attack. The tachometer and speedometer in this truck are pretty much spot on. So a lot of times you see my gauges up here.
It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
And I like to use those as kind of a reference because these are actually calibrated with software. And it, like 99% of the time, my gauges are spot on with the indication, the speed that the game is giving you. Like I'm going 5 miles an hour right now. And if not all trucks actually model it to be exact, so when you're looking at the speedometer and tach in the truck itself, it might be off a little bit. So where are we going? I gotta figure out what we're doing here. I'll be right back. Okay, interesting. I have actually never dropped off at this particular parking spot before. Let's go ahead and get our four-ways on. We'll get the windows down. No beacons on this thing. No beacons necessary, to be honest with you. This should be a pretty easy parking spot. Get ready for about 5 pull-ups, just because I said that. Yeah, we know, we can skip. So we've got this dock right here. We got a pretty short trailer. She's going to maneuver pretty easily. Now, I've had a lot of parking spot where I've had to park diagonally, especially into that bay just to the left of the trailer there. But I've never had this spot, which is kind of cool, doing something different. All right, hit the horn so they know we're coming back. Take it out of gear into neutral. Make sure the splitter is forward for this, and then we'll just go. We'll go reverse 2. Oh, got to be in the low range. See if we can switch over to. Can't see anything in the mirrors. Can't see anything. I'm so blinded by this type of trailer. A lot of it too is because of the happens with the Mack R as well as the this truck, where it's kind of indented. You can see how the trailer is actually much wider than the body of the truck, so it's hard to see around. You really got to rely on those mirrors. I think we're lined up just about pretty good. Let's go ahead and hit the brake here, and we'll get out and I'll kind of look around to see how good of a job we did. Hey, that's not too bad. That's actually accessible on both sides. The truck is a little bit crooked, a lot bit crooked, but we got the trailer lined up pretty good. See what I mean by the fact that the body of the body of the truck is a little bit narrower compared to the trailer. The mirrors are just about make it the same width, but because it kind of caves in there, it makes it a little bit harder to see through the mirrors, especially when you're driving or pulling some sort of box truck like this Fruehauf. But we got it done. That was pretty good. So welcome to Fort Collins, to the Walmart Megastore. Drop off these household appliances. Take a look at the skin again. Just a lot of detail. And by the way, I want to tell you, the skin, all the different skins that come with this truck and with this trailer, probably like 20 or more. You have a lot of skins that come on these, but that kind of segues into maybe we can take a look at this trailer and the different configurations. So let's go do that now. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this Fruehauf Trailer Pack. Well, this isn't going to take too long at all. Trailers usually don't have like a ton of different nodes and stuff like that, but the design is really cool. But you get a couple different versions. So first of all, you got the single, then you have the double, then you have a Rocky Mountain double, and then you have a Turnpike double. So a couple different options right there. And then you have a 1947 version and a 1951. We were rocking the 1951, and you can have that come in aluminum or chrome or paint. And then the 1947 version also comes in aluminum, chrome, and paint. And then between the two paints, I'll go back and forth between 47 and the 51 version. Again, here's the 47, and here is the 51. So it changes the entire design, essentially two trailers in one. So really cool. And then for the Turnpike double, you get it pretty much as is on the chassis, but if you go back into single and then go to chassis, you'll realize that you have a 32-footer and a 32-footer with two axles. So you can actually run this with just one axle. And I don't know if that's gonna limit the number of loads that you do or not. But that is what is going on. And we can kind of delve right into these skins that come with this. There's tons. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through them real fast, and you can see all the different variety. And again, all of these skins are on the B61, B62, which are that separate skin pack that you can get from Richard Brown's Facebook page. Just going through all these. It's so cool that he's actually modeled them to be matching a certain truck, so you know exactly which ones that you're going to work with. I mean, tons of skins, guys. And remember, he's doing this. I believe that all of these, I assume, are all available also in the 1947 version as well. So he's got to do that skin for that change right there as well. And, yep, I mean, they're pretty much all right there too. Tons of different skins. Sergei Selonik, great job on this Fruehauf Trailer Pack. I love it. Richard Brown, thanks for the skins for this trailer and for the B61 or B62, however you want to call it, from Model Truck Games. Really loving this combo, and I hope you guys had a good time on the video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see all my videos. But I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.